Well, welcome to this video, and I hope you like it. If you do, click the like button, hit subscribe, and share with a friend. Okay, time for more or less just a rant here. Just doing a little bit of thinking about a lot of the ways that people try to influence the world around them at large. There are several relevant sayings. One of them that was just brought back to mind is one about one should cultivate their own garden, which was from Voltaire. The one that I hear more often, though, is, I always call it the alcoholic's prayer, but it's called the Serenity Prayer, and people who are in AA say it all the time. It's paraphrasing from memory here. It's, God grant me the strength to change what I can, to accept what I can't, and the wisdom to know the difference. And that's really valid for all things in life. And, you know, being more of an environmental channel, you know, that's part of the way I see as being the best way to deal with the environment. And, you know, there's a lot of people tilting at windmills. And there's a lot of people, you know, unrealistic expectations for what they can do. And there's people throwing money at a lot of random problems in the world. You know, I feel bad about the wildfires in Australia. I feel bad about the wildfires in the Amazon. I even feel bad about the wildfires in California. I'm not in any of those places. You know, I think there's a lot more bang for your buck doing what you can where you are. It's been a weird year here in 2020 with all the lockdowns and things being postponed and canceled, and, you know, social distancing and group sizes and all this other craziness going on, and the politics and the protests and riots, and, you know, the Tiki Torch militia showing up, and, you know, it's been crazy. But normally, you know, there's local organizations that have stream cleanups and things like that, and I usually try to participate in one or two of those during a summer, you know, during a season. And not always the same ones. I try to sort of spread the love around a little bit. You know, when I hear about them, I'll you know, if I can work it into my schedule, I'll show up on a weekend. And some of the people that show up, I wonder why they bother, especially in urban streams. You know, they always warn you about, you know, especially in more urbanized areas, oh, you might find needles or this or that other thing, you know. And you got people that got the little tweezer things that don't even bend over, and they're just picking up random, you know, candy wrappers or something that they find. And, you know, some people are wearing gloves up to their elbows and stuff. Me, I'm there in flip-flops wading out into the middle of the water and hauling out truck tires. That's just who I am. Not saying everybody has to do that, not disparaging the other people, but because I see it as a thing that's usually, you know, more overlooked. There's less people actually out in the water, and there's a lot less people And I mean, let's face it, I'm a larger individual. I'm 6'3", I'm over 200 pounds. You know, if you're going to haul something big and heavy out of the middle of the water, I'm the guy to do it, not somebody who's, you know, a $110, and especially not somebody who's afraid of getting wet. I've just, you know, I've led a different life. When I was a kid, before I knew better, I used to go fishing down the Ohio River. I used to go swimming out there. You know, I'm not really afraid of what I might catch so much because I've been exposed to it before in my life. So, but, you know, sticking back to the main topic here, just do what you can where you can. I mean, I try to recycle what I can. I try to reuse what I can. I use all kinds of random containers that I get shopping. I try to reuse them for growing seeds, or, you know, use them for that little dish to go under a flower pot when I've got an indoor plant, or, you know, use it for throwing scraps in and feeding them to my chickens. You know, try to use it as much as I can. And then when, you know, the sunlight starts to break down the plastic, I throw it in the recycle bin. You know, and I try to reduce how much needless stuff I collect. Some people would find that hard to believe, considering I do try to reuse so much stuff, but yeah, I don't, you know, if I don't need something, I tend not to buy it. I tend to make iced tea in you know, recycled or reused milk jugs, instead of going out and, you know, constantly buying bottled drinks all the time. I make my own. You know, little things like this, it adds up. I take care of my parents' property. I also obviously take care of my own house here. And slowly I'm trying to eliminate all the invasive plants and, you know, do native landscaping. I'm trying to get rid of my lawn. I started on it, and hell, looks like I'm going to hit another winter without it being completed, but I'm trying to basically turn my front yard into a landscaped, river rocked area with various native plantings within it. Trying to do that, you know, because it minimizes the impact of having a grass lawn. It's less stuff that I have to cut. It's less gas being used. You know, I don't claim any kind of perfection here. It's just trying. There's more of a bang for the buck doing things yourself and spending your time and your money locally on the things that you have the most control on. Whereas if I put the same amount of money or effort into, you know, saving the rainforest somewhere else, or, you know, even other areas in the country, like I said, you know, California wildfires, and the West has all kinds of issues, but, you know, there's a lot of places that have issues. You're better off working on the issues that are close to you, that you have the most direct effect on. Not trying to say don't, you know, contribute to any of these causes. I'm not trying to say they're not good causes. I'm just saying there's a lot more bang for your buck when you're using your time and your money directly, rather than giving it to a charity organization that has, you know, even though it has employees, it may have paid employees who are collecting a salary out of that. It might have other administration fees going on through, you know, third-party companies that it has to deal with and things like that. So a lot of times your money gets sort of diffused, and, you know, not all of it's really going to the end result. A lot of it gets eaten up by, you know, the administration and the logistics, etc., along the way. And then there is also the fact that there are places that just, you know, they're chewing up the majority of the money on salaries and things like that. A nonprofit corporation means the corporation itself is not making a profit. It doesn't necessarily mean that everybody working there is a volunteer, and often the main people running it, the CEO, etc., might be collecting six figures. So you're paying their salary, and that's being drawn off. And there are groups out there that research these things and rank charities, etc. But my point is, even the best among them, you are sort of diluting your money and your effort compared to just doing something directly. So just wanted to put that thought out there to everybody, just do what you can around you. You're a lot more effective, you're putting a lot more dent in the world around you, even though there might be what seems like a bigger problem somewhere else. There's plenty of problems to go around. You can have a direct effect on things around you, and it has a lot more impact than, just sending money off towards a cause sort of somewhat blindly, because you're not in control of it. Once that money's gone, you don't know where it went. You don't know if you donate $100, you don't know if $10 ended up making it to the Amazon, or whether $90 made it to the Amazon and only 10 got eaten up along the travel to actually get there and do something. But and for these charities, you got to understand that the logistics and the administration is something that needs to be done. But at the same time, like I said, you can have a lot more impact on what you do locally. Control what you can control. Do what you can do. And, I'm not preaching this from any level of perfection. Hell, I got a leaky, smoky piece of shit car right now, but I'm working on trying to fix all those leaks and problems. But we all have our successes and our failures, but you're going to have a lot more success and a lot more impact, a lot more measurable impact, instead of just sending money off into the void or whatever. Do what you can in your personal life and your daily habits and everything else, and it'll have a much more far-reaching effect. So I'll leave it there. Well, I hope you found that video informative. Hopefully it made you think, and please click the like button and subscribe if you haven't done that already, and check out the video that should be appearing somewhere around me here, and I hope to see you on the next one. Thanks.